youth ambassador program to Swaziland, in which I went to South Africa again this July. And this is a program that all of you can apply for in NTU. And this will conduct in the summer. It's entirely sponsored by Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Like for my Swaziland trip, I didn't actually pay things other than my souvenirs or snacks. That's not included in breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then actually there are over 21 countries that have these programs conducted. And other than that, because we have like 23 allied countries between Taiwan and these countries, and excluding Haiti because they're suffering from earthquakes, so we didn't send anything to them. And there are Solomon Islands, Marshall Islands, Palau, Tuvalu. It's really good to go to Tuvalu since it's disappearing in the near future. So Swaziland was my experience. And for Swaziland, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, these programs for free are with the cause, with the mission. And this mission for us is to bring the Chinese culture to Swaziland. So the students learn how to, we show them how to do our Chinese character, and it really didn't took them long, but I guess they can only write these kind of characters with actually meanings and forms. And then also they show theirs in return. And I felt to, if there are times in the Q&A sessions that I can show you about their traditional dances. They started, almost everyone in Swaziland knows how to do traditional dance because this is a requirement in junior high school, that girls have to do theirs and guys have to do theirs. So for weddings, for festival, for reed dance parties, reed dance is when the Swazi king gets to select their latest concubine. So if you have noticed the news that Swazi king came to Taiwan and his 12th wife went with the Minister of Justice. So that actually I visited that hotel. It was quite embarrassing to know this. And just for reference, in Swaziland, a husband is allowed to have multiple wives, as many as he wants, and as many as he can afford. Like each wife, you have to give out cows. And for my case, I received a request for 70 cows, and another girl in my team received 30, so I guess I lost. And these men are allowed to have so many wives, and they have to give everything in equals. Just like the Muslim world, they have to if you give this wife a cow, then you have to give the rest of the wives a cow as well. But there's no strict bounds between men and the husbands and wives. The husbands are allowed to find love affairs in his spare time, and the wives are as well. So that's why the rate in AIDS in Swaziland are so high. It's almost 40% in everyone are suffering from AIDS, and we get to actually I bring these cloths from Swaziland, and everyone in their extreme ceremonies or festivals or celebrations like weddings, the brides will dress like this cloth. And there are different bounds, if you tie a knot on your left shoulder, that will be you're unmarried, and if it's on your right shoulder, that will be you're married. And also, we bring some different Chinese culture. It's a requirement for Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So we went to Swazi high schools to demonstrate diabolos. And actually Swaziland, under the influence of English colonization, and also it's surrounded by South Africa. So there's actually a lot of foreigners in Swaziland. For example, this is a very handsome Portuguese student that I happen to get in my group, and he's distributing demonstrating how to use Diabolo, and they're very good at it actually. And so this is the very end of my presentation. The criteria for all the free trips will be there must be an application. There must be this computation over free trips. And just to mention the things that is that the main idea that you have to focus on. For example, like for the youth ambassador, the thing will be culture exchange. And you have to show your ability in like exchanging what Chinese culture. For my case, I took Chinese opera. I know it's embarrassing. Actually, I don't really know how to sing Chinese opera well, but I had some trainings with YouTubes like before the interview, so I get this opportunity. So you have to meet these criteria. You have to meet these like the requirements for interviews. For Chinese culture exchange, you cannot bring saxophone or violin because that's not authentic Chinese culture. You have to meet and try to like figure out what the judges are thinking. And also, most important of all will be your language ability. It's not required to learn Siswati and Swaziland, but you have to show your ability in communicating for daily lives and or to demonstrate Chinese culture. And also, you have to be very careful about the application, like the data, the documents you have to submit, and also the interviews. Like the interviews do's and don'ts, I guess everyone will be very familiar for this. But not everyone can have the curiosity for the world. So actually everyone has the chance to free trips. So to wrap up my presentation, there are no foreign lands is one of the favorite sayings that I sing. It is the traveler who is foreign. It's by Mr. Stevenson, and it inspired me that you can actually make yourself into local people if you try to blend in. So where is your next journey to be? Thank you.
Thank you. And actually, Emily brings some of the things. I think she wants some time to introduce them. And so during this time, and you can think about some questions that you want to ask to both Jamie and Emily. And I think both English and Chinese are all welcome in this presentation. I think that it's all, yeah. Okay, so.
So this is the traditional cloth that they will wear like almost every day. They will wear it like for like ceremonies and for festivals. And there are lots of like derivations over here. For example, this is the Swazi shield. It's for like the representative symbol for muscular and very macho men. And there are actually other things like the head of the portrait of the king, and I don't really want to buy that because that's petrifying. And also there are like crowns and other symbols with like Swaziland, like big characters over here. So for example, when I'm married, and that will be like tying a knot over here. And this will be my traditional wear for like just that. And you wear nothing underneath. That's the Swazi culture, right? And also, you can feel free to try it, but I haven't washed it since I took it back. And also, when I was there, it was the championship of World Cup. I get to see like in the bar. It's not like in those local stadiums, but I get to see like without time difference, and you get to like cheer with all the people in black or in white or in Asian styles. So this is the vuvuzela, and local people are impressively good with this. They can blow like songs with vuvuzela, but actually I can only make 2 tunes, and I'm not gonna blow it indoors because it's gonna be deafening. And what else? And for Swazi people, they're like natural singers and musicians, so they have like all kinds of musical instruments. They're like men-sized drums that you can play, but I didn't really successfully bring it back, so I brought these. Alright, and what else? We have, with the traditional outfit, we have this kind of like royal symbol necklaces. It's entirely weaved by beads. It's one of the local manufactured beads. And then you can actually like order the styles you want for like 2010. I don't know what's the occasion, but they have like Swazi flags with 2010 underneath. And then you just sort of like order the forms that you want, and then the manufacturer will like measure your the length around your neck and then make one for you. And these are the things that I get to bring back. And there are actually a lot more because I'm a shopaholic and souvenirs, but I didn't bring much here. So thank you all. That's my collected in Swaziland.
Okay, so now everybody is welcome for the questions with both the independent traveling and about Emily's international participation. Is there any questions? Please.
Okay, I can say in Chinese.
Okay, sure.
就是有没有什么艳遇之类的，或是有没有什么那种感觉很浪漫的事情这样？对。
I'll say in Chinese, okay? Yeah. OK。有啊，在意大利一个人旅行一定会有艳遇，通常啊一定然后我想一下，要分享一下，对不对？好，有一次我就是在找厕所，因为威尼斯厕所 so expensive， 多少？1.5欧。通常都是在车站，在欧洲国家通常都是0.5欧，我已经觉得很贵了。然后在意大利威尼斯是1.5欧，那时候大概48岁，大概接近75块上一次厕所。然后如果你点一杯 espresso 在咖啡店站着喝也是1.5，所以通常我都是点咖啡，但是就会无限循环，喝咖啡又上厕所，喝咖啡上厕所这样。然后你点咖啡就可以去上他们的厕所这样。好，然后艳遇就是有一次我实在不想再花钱，然后我就在路上寻找看有没有便宜的厕所或是店可以去上的，然后突然我尿已经非常急了，然后突然有一个人出现，我就问他说这边有没有厕所，然后他就说我刚好是那个就是 hotel 的 manager， 然后我可以带你去我们的 hotel 上，然后他就带我去，然后后来他就问说你要不要你是游客吗？那我可以带你走一走。然后他就带我走一走，然后最后就说你要不要去我家？对，然后我还智障，我说好啊。因为他是说什么？他是说我可以，就是你想想看意大利人的家长怎么样啊？然后或者是我们可以一起煮意大利面啊，然后我们还一起去那个超市买东西，我们还提好几袋这样子一起回去，所以我就觉得很正常，前面都很正常。然后后来就开始倒红酒了，就开始有一点警觉性了这样。然后，对，然后后来我就说我要走，然后他就说不要走，然后我说不行我要走，然后最后我还是逃走这样，对，然后我出去之后就觉得很受不了，烦死了，然后可是因为刚才他都是带我走嘛，所以我已经不知道我身处何方，然后就问路说，请问一下我在地图上哪里？然后他就指，然后我就说好，车站要怎么走？然后他就这样，然后很复杂吧，然后他就说好。没关系，我带你走，我已经要下班了。然后他就拿着他的包包就陪我走了这样，然后走在路上就说，要不去我家？对，然后我当时就不要，我要回我的 hotel。然后他说，so you're not going to the hotel? Why don't you go to my home? Because you don't like my home, you like hotel, right? So we can go to hotel. No thanks。然后反正其实意大利人还好，他们就是很黏，但是你就是明确的跟他讲说我不要，他们就会放过你。对。然后隔天早上我又在车站，又有一个人，他就说，Where are you from？ 我说 I'm from Taiwan。Oh, I've been to Taiwan。然后他就说，那你要不要跟我一起去威尼斯逛逛？我就不用，马上拒绝。对，好，差不多是这样。意大利的 如果你想要